Welcome to the Longbox Paradox. I'm Dan, and doing a special episode now. I'm going to start adding every week because my Thursday episodes have, since I record so late, I've been rushing them. I want to talk about more of what was coming out, so I'm going to start doing these 0.5 episodes every week, going over the releases coming out the week that is coming. So this episode, I'm going to be going over the new comics coming out on April 17th, and I'm going to start out with what's coming out from Image. At least what I'm picking up, and going over some things that stand out. So I know Assassination came out a month ago and had some pretty good buzz on it. I wasn't over the moon about it, but issue 2 comes out this week, so if you like the first one, check it out. I might wait for it to come out as a whole before I pass judgment on it. Also this week we have what's supposedly the final printing of die number 1. It's the 5th printing. They say it's the final one, but they said that about the 4th one too. Another variation of the same cover for number 1. Usually with these printings though, the print run goes down and down and down, so it might be worth picking up and stashing. Also, a book I'm a huge fan of, East of West, comes out, issue 42. This is wrapping up the series. It is going to be coming to an end soon. So I would definitely pick it up. If you haven't been reading, pick up the trades. I went over it the last issue, last episode, talking about the last issue. But it's a very solid read. Going from there, Gideon Falls, I like Lemire. I'm going to pick up the B cover, which is the Doyle cover. There's something about it I just dig. It's got a look that I really like. It kind of hits me in a good place. Kick-Ass number 13 comes out. I've been kind of liking the new take on Kick-Ass with this African-American woman coming in. She has actual real kind of motivation for doing what she does, even though it's horrible. I pick it up if you haven't been reading, pick up the trades, and then make your assumption or judgment of what you think the series is, if it's something you'd continue on. I currently enjoy it. Another book I really enjoyed that I think it'll read better as a trade instead of waiting for the issues was The Magic Order by Mark Miller and Oliver Coipel. Coipel's art is just stunning in this. It really gets going by issue 2, where it was like issue 1 feeling it out a little bit, but fantastic. Middle West by Scotty Young. I forget who the artist is on it. It's been a fun read. It's not my favorite by Scotty Young, but it's an interesting read. A little hard to follow at times, but solid. And that's kind of it for me for Image, at least the ones that stand out to me. Dark Horse, we have BPRD, Devil You Know, number 15. Series is wrapping up, coming to an end, so if you haven't been following so far, I would not recommend picking up this issue because you'll probably be lost. And going into IDW, there's not a whole lot that I am picking up, but if you're a G.I. Joe or Transformers fan or Star Trek, there is a lot out for you this week. And then DC Comics. I don't normally pick it up, but Aquaman, number 47, has a pretty incredible Joshua Middleton cover. It's actually one of the better looking covers I've seen. Also this week, one of the more heartbreaking books for me, Batman 69 comes out. I've said in past episodes I cannot stand Tom King's writing on this book. I'm not saying I hate Tom King. I've really enjoyed Vision. I really liked his Mr. Miracle. I just think a long run like this does not suit his writing. And the sales kind of show it since the wedding or not wedding, where if you look on Comicron.com, I will post the link in here, or at least showing what the web link is. If you go monthly, since the wedding, it went from $100,000 selling book to lows of at least 80 in some cases. There will be spikes, like the Frank Miller cover for 62 shot up to, I believe, 92 to 93. And then the two issues that Tom King didn't write that were done by Joshua Williamson, which I personally bought because I knew Williamson was writing and I'm a fan of his writing. And let's be honest, they weren't garbage like the rest of the Bat books lately of this run, the King run. You know, it didn't have dialogue that was so awe-inspiring, like bat, cat, bat, cat, bat, cat. Yep, so many panels just saying bat and cat. And the ones by Williamson were at the 93,000, 87,000. Still not superior numbers for that book. But this story actually meant something. And lately, the Tom King Batman has been like, hey, we're going to give you a little bit. It started to be like Seinfeld for me. It was like book about nothing. Like there was this big chase issue because I have friends that hate Tom King's writing on this book, yet they still continue to buy it, which kind of seems not really helpful, not sending a message. But anyway, they like to hate read and then let everybody know how much it sucked. So, you know, find out that, you know, chasing this guy around town and it's the Big Chin Joker. What do you get in the next issue? Nothing. You get Lois Lane and a Catwoman bachelorette party issue, Much Ado About Nothing, and Tom Taylor writing, and yeah, it was pretty rotten. It was horrible, much like most of this. So other than the occasional cover or guest writer coming in having meaningful issues, I don't purchase this book. I will not purchase this book until after issue 100, when supposedly this run is, and why DC is allowing this run to keep going, I do not know, other than he was one of Scott Snyder's students. So yeah, anyway, Damage, which surprisingly is still coming out, is out this week. Been a hit and miss book. I don't necessarily love it, but it's not horrible. Let's see, what other standouts? Justice League 22. It's not my favorite run of Justice League. It's not horrible. I'm waiting to see where it's going. It's kind of okay. My spec of the week is coming out this week, and that would be Naomi number 4. Supposedly this is going to be the big revelation. There are rumors that she is Kryptonian. It's got a small print run. Actually, issue 1, 2, 3, and 4 have small print runs. This one actually has a bigger print run than most, but still in the 20,000 range, which is rather small. Nightwing has not been great. That comes out this week. I hate the oh god, Rick Grayson. It's just stupid. Anyway, that's a hard pass for me. Pearl number 8 comes out. I have like that. I know some people don't necessarily love the Bendis books. I personally do. And we have Teen Titans number 29, which is more Deathstroke, Robin, blah, blah, blah. Been done to death over the past year. But if you're a fan, more power to you. I'm not touching it. And through Marvel Comics, the Age of X-Men books are still coming out. And honestly, I can understand why X-Men book numbers just keep plummeting and plummeting. There's no cohesion, no real anything going on. Rather depressing. Amazing Spider-Man 19 comes out following the Kraven the Hunter and his son run right now. It's been rather interesting. I've liked the art so far. Story is building. Like to see a little bit more, but so far so good. Also this week, Amazing Spider-Man 252 Facsimile Edition comes out. I kind of like these facsimile editions. For no other reason, you have a reading copy of something you might have been holding. Avengers Know Our Own Home, I've liked. Number 10 comes out. The Scalera connecting covers are my jam right now. And I just dig that Conan is in it with the Avengers. And my favorite Marvel book, or one of them right now, Daredevil number 4 comes out. Fantastic run by Zdarsky and Checchetto. I hope they stay on for a rather long run. I've enjoyed much of it, and best since Brubaker with the street level. I liked Wade's run, but this is more in line with the Brubaker-Bendis run, and I look forward to it monthly. Guardians of the Galaxy number 4, it's Donny Cates, Jeff Shaw. It's building up to something right now. I kind of like the Black Order, so I'm buying. Waiting to see where it's going. It's been kind of a slow burn. Also this week we have Magnificent Miss Marvel. Why Miss Marvel has had 4 relaunches, I don't understand, and gets renumbered constantly. But I still collect the book. It's a fun read. I think the spec of it all is over at this point. Occasionally there are really great variant covers. She's just a fun character. The book that confounds me to no end is out this week, Major X number 2, written and drawn by Rob Liefeld. I know number 1 sold really well, but I believe the speculators kind of jumped on because looking for that next Deadpool, I found the art rather uneven and story atrocious at times. But it's hard to doubt Liefeld because this is a guy with a proven track record who has made money hand over fist his entire career. So I would not bet against this character getting big, but at the same time, I was not thrilled with this book at all. But hey, maybe it turns around. It's real hard to say. Also out this week, Meet the Skrulls. I've enjoyed 1 and 2 so far. It's kind of interesting having that type of book out. Old Man Quill is out also. I have been lukewarm on it at best. Shuri is out. I stopped collecting after issue 3, but she has her fans, so just worth mentioning that it is out. Star Wars books, a bunch of those out between Age of Rebellion and then TIE Fighter number 1. TIE Fighter number 1 might be interesting because it's something different and new. And Thor number 12 is out. That War of the Realms is going to be a nightmare. I already feel the letdown of it coming. Tony Stark Iron Man number 10 is out. A bunch of True Believers editions also out with the Avengers Gatherer Saga, the Avengers Thanos Infinity Gauntlet, and then we have our X-Men books, Uncanny X-Men. If you are going to buy it and a fan, the Putri character variant is a good one. Stay away from the Asgardian variant. War of the Realms 2 is out. Way too many covers for War of the Realms. Like, this is just going to the well and just predatory, like super predatory. And then there's all the War of the Realms side books like Punisher and War Scrolls. West Coast Avengers is a book that is out. I picked up the first couple of issues. Determined it was not for me real fast, but they have characters in it that I do like, just not in this book. Wolverine Infinity Watch number 3 of 5 is also out. It's really not a memorable book. I really kind of am asleep at the wheel when it comes to this book.